I always hear you say that there's nothing broken and we didn't come here to fix anything. So when I think of something, say, for instance, like a child being raped, how is it that Source is seeing that then if that's not broken or needs to be fixed? Because to me, that feels so broken. How am I seeing that? How is Source seeing that so much differently than how I'm perceiving it here?
This is going to be hard to hear, but Source is not focusing. When you are in pain or discomfort for any reason, the very discomfort that you feel is evidence of you not seeing something as Source is seeing it. And we know the most difficult conversation that we ever have with anyone about being the creator of your reality, or about being a child who is barely beginning to create their own reality, when something happens where it is obvious that someone is controlling them in some way, it's hard to hear that you are the creator of your own reality under those conditions. But it is always, 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 always true. So sometimes people will say, well, Abraham, I don't believe that I am the creator of my own reality because I know for sure I would not have created that. And we say, we didn't say you created it on purpose, but we did say that you created it. So how did I create it? Well, you offered a vibration that was a vibrational match to it. Then humans want to get into all this judgment about the rightness or the wrongness of that match, when almost everyone who has lived any form of diversity earlier in their life will explain to you in the triumph of life later that that diversity was the basis of much of the goodness that they now believe that they are living, because out of that contrast are born rockets of desire. So certainly when a child is born into an environment, the environment certainly influences the vibration of the child. And in almost every case, children who are born to human parents are guided away from their own guidance system more than guided toward their own guidance system. In other words, when you think about the way your instincts are as a parent to guard your children, to protect your children, to tell them, watch out for that and 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 watch out for that, it's a rare child who is not practicing a vibrational grid that is different from what they want or from what the parent who loves them wants so much. So as a result of this, a lot of people are offering a lot of vibrations that are different from what they want, and law of attraction is giving them what they are a vibrational match to, not what their desire is. But when we say nothing's broken and you can't get it wrong and you never get it done, and the reason that you can't get it wrong is because it is never done, is because in all of that life experience you are launching rockets and hopefully coming into more of the wisdom of understanding how things are coming to you. It is a really uncomfortable life experience to stand watching things happen, especially to children, that you would not want to happen, and then hear someone like us say they create their own reality. People don't want to hear that. But we have to say to you that until you accept that you create your own reality, then you can do nothing about achieving a vibrational standard that will bring you what you want. If you don't understand that you create your own reality, then you're not making any effort at choosing the vibrational disc that you're on. And you have no control of what comes to you. If you're just thinking the thoughts that are coming, then you want to be born to someone that understands, and you want to live in a guarded neighborhood, and you better live in a house that's all boarded up that no one can get into. But that's not the way that you came to live, and that's what we're wanting to help you free up. We want you to find a way to deliberately control your vibrational frequency and teach it to your children too, so that you can move out among the world, so that you're free to be anywhere that you want to be, understanding that someone who is not a vibrational match to how you feel can't get on your disc. Jerry, when we first began visiting with Jerry and Esther, he was full of all of these questions. And our answer to him for months and months was, well, that's not your work. Well, that's not your work. Well, that's not your work. And finally he said, what is my work? And during that process, he thought that the incarceration system, he had the perfect plan for it. We should have islands of incarceration, he said. And the rapers should go to one island and do it to each other. And the murderers should go to another island and do it to each other. And the thieves should go to another island and do it to each other. And we said, you already have those vibrational islands. And the group did not want to hear that, because they don't want the victim to be on the same vibrational disc with the victimizer. But you can't get around it. It's the way law of attraction works. And then humans want to say, then there's something really wrong with law of attraction. And we say, who would you want to choose for you? And they would usually say something like Jesus or God, someone really good and well-meaning. I would like someone like that to choose for me. And we say, all that you believe that is good is already a vibrational match in perfect alignment to the well-being that is you. That's why well-being continues to prevail. But you came into this environment of free will because you know that creating your own reality, you are the creator. You are not a puppet on a string. You are the creator of your own reality. You want to know when you're off so that you can figure out when you're on. You want to be hungry so that you can enjoy the deliciousness of a meal. You want to know what you don't want so that you can even identify what you do want. And you want to find a way to get control of your point of attraction so that the universe can reveal to you all of the love and life that you've come to live, you see. So when we say that nothing is broken, we really mean it. But we will admit, we're standing back, we're looking at the big picture. We also mean that even when someone is in the depths of despair, we are not despairing with them. We're offering the truest form of what compassion is. We are knowing who they really are and holding the vibration of who they really are. Because it is only in that holding of that vibration that they have any possibility of finding resonance with it. And we know that the true joy of life is discovering that resonance, you see. So sometimes early on in life, you have experiences that make you want, make you crave, make you reach for a resonance that you can't find. But if your desire is strong enough, you will find your way to it in time. That's what all of this is about, you see. You've lived enough life to know what you don't want, and you've established enough patterns of vibration of what you do want, and you've been in enough allowing that the path of least resistance opened for you, and now you are finding this stronger path of understanding how it is that you create your own reality, you see.